Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally live for the first round of the evening. This is Here4Beer versus Larrup Gaming with CNA-sided attack for the terrorists. Now, 3 players already out by forklift, now crossing onto the A bomb site. Very passive hold from Here4Beer. Xido finds the first frag onto a Hug Freszy. And the plant comes in for the terrorists. This is looking relatively solid for Larrup. Just finally strikes back, but gets traded out by Arshkeeks. Marco for the defensive side finds another frag on Roku, but even he is traded out by Navarone. Got a 2v3, no, a 1v3 retake, and this is not very good. Not looking very good. Xido with a 3k, gets the round, really easy stuff. Let's see what Here4Beer is up to. We see 2 pistols on the T side, which is relatively unusual. Schmiddle even not buying any armor, which is an incredibly conservative buy. Maybe they're going to double up setup. The play in mid by the CTs is shut down by Xido. It's both racks now. Meets a little bit of the spam from the Deagle of Dogu, but he does not connect enough to take Xido down. Gets it done now, but he is traded out by Arshkeeks, so it's a 2v4 situation. And frankly, if Dogu is not doing anything magical, there is not much. Jazz even cannot connect to this frag, and now he gets 12 bullets left, and it's CZ staring down. And should be traded out here. Solid stuff by Larrup, solid anti-eco. Dropped the AK though. We see another relatively standard round. Here4Beer with the full eco, only 1 P250 on Spike Guyver, and 2 SMGs retained for Larrup. We see the B stack, or supposed rush, but shut down by a singular flashbang. And now they tend to fall back to the B side. Only 2 CTs pushing out, doing small damage onto Schmiddle, but they should be able to react. Xido finds Dogu, Xido finds 2, finds Jazz as well. Good stuff from him. I guess the unarmored opponent Schmiddle chimes in now. Roku with the SMG kill, gets 2, closes out the round for his team. Good job. Finally Here4Beer now on the rifle buy. 5 rifles, 2 for Masters, 3 M4s versus the 4 AKs and the 1 AWP of Larrup. Interestingly though, Schmiddle is not actually the one wielding the AWP, it is Roku for the T side. Even though Schmiddle was saving up money in the anti-eco round. We see a more passive hold by Here4Beer now. And the T's look like they want to shift over to the A side, with the bomb dropped in mid currently and Roku on the AWP trying to get a pick. And he will find a pick onto Dogu in mid from white box. Taking the A side, actually not that open for the taking. Boost comes in for the Larrup side of gaming, with Schmiddle now dropping the bomb again. But the T's getting heavy mid control. Roku finds a nice deagle shot onto Jazz. Even though Swag Guyver is able to make it count and defend the bomb site for now, even though the bomb's still just now rotating over to B. The Lurk on the other hand in CT now should be devastating. Or maybe not, Marco gets it in time and finds Navarone. But the bomb should be planted safely by Schmiddle on the B bomb side. And Marco with his low HP should really have to worry about both angles. Question is, will he be able to do anything with it? Is he wanting to do anything with it? He has low HP, he has not got a kit. Should be out of time now. And gets shot in the face by Roku. This is a 4k for Roku for the AWPer. Really good stuff from him. Now 8 for 1. And with solid money on the CT side. Here4Beer is looking for a small investment, 4 deagles and a 5.7 being picked up, along with 2 sets of body armor as a smoke. I wonder whether they'll use this one. We see a nifty little boost coming up from the Here4Beer side of things, anchoring the A side. See if they can actually do something with it. Swaggiver sees the Molotov being thrown into A main. Shoots, maybe a little bit prematurely, connects for 16 damage onto Arshcakes, and he should be in a world of trouble now. There he is, getting taken down by Navarone. Push for the T's comes in. One player spotted in quad, and now they should be out. Spotted in default. Navarone with another one. The dunk nade of Schmiddel onto headshot Hackfresse. Jazz finds a solid deagle shot through the car onto Xaido. The question is, will he be able to do anything more with it? He finds Arshkeeks, finds Schmiddel. This is a good 3k for him. Already, now they'll actually go for it. No kids on anyone, but Roku is training out Jazz, and now it's all on Marco. He can't stand the pressure. Roku takes both of them, wins the round for his team. We see another buy for the Here4Beer side. The counter-terrorists force up with, well, 1 AWP now taken over to Swaggiver and 4 rifles, which is putting them on par with Larrup, but really they are still at a disadvantage and they have no round maximum loss bonus obtained. See a little bit of a missed Molotov here by Marco. The nade, however, is solid, even though it doesn't have a huge impact on the round. GoPro finds Schmiddel. This is the ace of things taken down. The lurker is gone, and now they should be able to anchor the A side and focus on B, even though Roku gets another pick, another opening. Dogu manages to connect finally into Arshkeeks. Should be worried about both the players. Shuts one of them. Can't even connect the second one. This is solid work for him. Now it's all on Roku. He has been tremendous with his AWP, but 4 kills may be a little bit too much to ask here. Oh wait. Dogu is being shot. Dogu shuts down Roku, and this is the first side for Here4Beer. See if they can be able to... if they'll be able to obtain the rifles and not get reset here. We see another boost for the terrorists coming in. Xaido with his AK is spotted, but no one is connecting anything. The nade, however, is doing huge damage to Xaido. Whilst we still see a very defensive and standard setup with a 2-1-2 split for the Here4Beer side. The bomb is slowly making its way into a main, and I wonder how they'll time it. Schmiddel is of course going to be a key player here, with the only part in Squeaky so far. He should be able to hear the player in quad spamming through the door. However, Swaggiver almost finds a frag on Xaido, puts him low. Well, we see an NA nade by GoPro. Xaido makes it back safely, and now with 50 seconds on the clock and no player dropped on either side, the CTs seem to not have realized that the terrorists are actually favoring the beep side on this one. We see a little bit of a fake. Schmidt actually being able to get out of Squeaky and not connecting anything, but he is drawing attention. The bomb is now approaching the B-bomb side, but Swaggiver finds one, finds two. The defensive bomb is dropped now into tree room, and this is a terrible idea. Xaido with 3 HP actually finds a frag onto Marco, but is now being traded by Jazz. And now Schmiddel is the last one left alive. Will he get anything done? No, he won't. Swaggiver shuts him down, back on the op for him. The Here4Beer now retain 2 AWPs on Dogu and Swaggiver. And money is looking a little bit tight for the terrorists. We see 4 Tech 9s and a Glock, 3 sets of armor, and a few smokes and a flashbang. Let's see what they'll do with it. Should look like more of a set piece towards the A site. Maybe a faster play than the previous ones, where they should be able to get a bomb plant at least. That should be their goal here. The nade, however, connecting beautifully. Doing well over 100 damage here. Now the approach comes in and it's a bloodbath. GoPro and Swaggiver taking down 2 each. And GoPro closes it out with third frag and the third round on the board for Here4Beer. Larrup now back on the buy, 5 AKs picked up for them. Standard smoke into connector. And a little bit of a slower paced play for them. Roku finds the first frag onto Dogu in the vents, and this opens up the B side, but it's still 2v2 on the ball. Now 1v2 by the terrorists as Here4Beer Jazzes shuts down both players. Swaggiver gets a nice one onto Schmidl, and with no utility left, he should not be able to close this out. We see a little bit of a comeback here by Here4Beer after being 0-5 down. They'll now surely get their 4th round and thus find a way back into this match. Will Schmidl be able to escape this death zone? No, he won't. Jazz takes him down in the end. Finally, they close out the round. As the last bonus builds up, of course, the money is still relatively low for Larrup, and they go for another Tech 9 force buy, even though it has not worked out very well for them in the last round. We see a little bit of a stack towards mid now, with 2 of the counter-terrorists are there to greet him. As they spam through the smoke and flash. Not connect too much. Dogu finds 1 on Schmidl, but is traded out, and now actually the mid is open. Also, they lose both rifles, or 1 rifle and 1 AWP, to Larrup. And this is looking more and more doable as Xydov finds the head of GoPro. And the A side is open. B players are the last one alive. Bomb is being planted right now, and with 1 still in Z, it's going to be really problematic. Marco, however, drops Archkeeks. Let's see what they'll do it. Nice Molotov to close it out. Jazz finds the head of Roku. Coming in pre-firing. Will he spot the player? He will, and take him down. Now, will he be able to close it out? They should be. Good job. Marco has enough time for the defuse. A nice retake by the 2v4 players. We see Larrup not only in the buy round, but with 2 AWPs now picked up. Whereas I cannot quite spot where they are going. One is of course going to be Roku looking for an opening, as a wall of smokes is being deployed into mid. No one connecting just yet due to a lack of presence of players there. Schmidl once again in Squeaky is looking for the set play. He usually is the lurker in those teams and is being left behind, and Dogu now finds Navarone in mid, makes it safe home into the vents, which is a good start for the terrorists, but Roku finds Swaggiver. It's a trade in mid, but they still have not spotted the B stack. However, 3 players on B means that only leaves GoPro behind who has to hold on against the terrorists, now pushing into the side. Being distracted by the player boosting up, Schmidl is actually able to take him down. Now the bomb is planted in a 3v4 situation for the terrorists. Jazz finds the first head. Like a clay pigeon removes the head of Roku. Schmidl, however, is trading out for him. Jazz now finds a second one. Even picks up the AWP. On 1 HP, is he able to get Marco? Marco is already backing off, and we've got 2 AWPs picked up for Larrup. And even if 2 of these players are very low HP, they should be able to close this one out. Started by round for each team, with of course Here4Beer having a lot of money of the first 5 rounds, built up from the previous 4 few. Larrup, however, is not looking that bad either. The 2 AWPs for free, or at least one of them, of course, still boost their. Okay, Schmidl is a little bit aiming at the head for Roku, but no hard feelings there. It's a very passive setup again for the CT side. I quite like that actually. They boosted one player up into mid. Or from mid up into the vents rather. And now it's looking like another A-side attack by Larrup Gaming. Schmidl now flashes out mid, is looking for white boxes, not actually taking boost yet. GoPro denies Navarone access into the A-side, and now the bomb is a little bit trouble, because even though they are still battling it out in mid, the approach is actually going towards the side, and now the first AWP is dropped by GoPro. Xido drops dead. Jazz finds Schmidl in mid, and Arschkeeks trades out GoPro, but is immediately traded by Swaggiver. Arschkeeks now the last one alive in a 1v4 situation, and with 3 fully bought up and fully alive terrorists, or counter-terrorists, there should be no way for him to win this round. Now slowly making his way up into the B-bomb side, but there are 2 players already waiting for him. And with 10 seconds on the clock, he is not going to be able to make it. And indeed, he is falling back. He is saving the AWP for his team. And now, Larrup gets reset quite harshly. Let's see if they decide to force up here. Arschkeeks could of course drop the rifle over to Navarone. And the other members of the team could force up a buy, but it wouldn't be pretty. They go for a quasi-buy actually, with Arschkeeks retaining the AK. And 4 upgraded pistols, a few sets of body armor here and there. But very little utility apart from Arschkeeks, who saved most of it from last round. On the other side, the Here4Beer side is fully bought up, deploying 1 nade already into mid and finding good damage onto Xido and Arschkeeks. But they still play 1 player on A only, and this could be problematic as the smoke execute comes. And the rotate is very much on the way, but will they spot heaven? They should be now. GoPro finds 2? Finds 3 even? Fantastic stuff of him. Swaggiver trades us Navarone. Now Arschkeeks is the last one alive. Again. Unfortunately, he won't be able to hit this. Now the AK bullet actually going through the head of the Here4Beer player is thinking Swaggiver, but he is taking him down in the end. And the T's are on a very late buy. I'm not quite sure if this is a good idea. Arschkeeks again bought up a rifle. He has got significantly more money after the 2 saves, or after the 1 successful and 1 unsuccessful save. And we see another Tech 9 armor force up. This time the bomb is heading towards the B side. Well, now heading towards Dumpster, I would like them to go more towards B, because they've been shut down on A quite harshly by GoPro. Dogu's still in the vent. Could be a very essential player to shut down this attack. Schmidl once again lurking towards A. As Dogu finds the head of Arschkeeks in mid, his position is known, but the bomb is dropped, and it is not exactly in a good position for the T side to retain it. We see more of a push as two people now stare down Dogu, and Roku is actually able to find him. Still a 2-for-1 trade, and they retain only one AK. Now we see the B bomb site being entirely vacated by, of course, the T side as they make their way into A. And because the defensive side is actually pushed up so far, Navarone is able to get a free shot into what's Swaggiver, but can't connect quite yet. Now the counterflank by GoPro shuts down Navarone. Roku is looking for him and now finally finds him, trades out GoPro. But with 8 seconds on the clock and the bomb dropped by Jazz, there is not much chance. And Jazz closes it out with a second frag. Good job by him, denying Larrup Gaming this bomb plant. We see the buy-up coming up for the last round. 4 AKs and a Tech 9 for Larrup. And fully board up 4 rifles and 1 AWP on Swaggiver for Here4Beer. They looked a little unsure about the boost in mid, as Roku's dealing massive damage towards Jazz, but can't connect quite yet. Roku now, however, finishes him off. Xido finds one in mid. And the trades come in, favoring the CT side. It's a 3v3. The bomb is just now being picked up again. And it's still quite a passive hold, even though GoPro has pushed up into lockers and could be very much of a linchpin. But Xido is aware of his position, takes him down, and now the A side is free. Let's see if Swaggiver is actually able to do something about this with his AWP. As Schmidl finds Marco in Z, which leaves him in a 1v3 situation. Schmidl spots Swaggiver in mid, even though Swaggiver connects through the wall. Good stuff by him. He is actually not sure where the bomb is planted, even though he has a kit and thus the extra 5 seconds to work with. This is not a fight that he should be able to close out. So Nate as he checks his angle, but Navarone is there, shut him down. 8-7-1/2, a close scoreline for Cash. Let's see what the second half brings for this match. Now for the start of the second half we see actually 4 sets of armor on either side. No kit, however. Arschkeeks deploys a smoke and bought up a 5-7. No kits for the counter-terrorists. Roku, however, finds the head of Dogu on the first, but gets traded by Jazz. And with this quick play, Here4Beer is actually able to secure the plant. On a 4v4 retake, Roku finds another head. Marco drops. Schmidl finds GoPro through the smoke and actually survives. Schmidl takes down Swaggiver, the last man standing. Roku removes Jazz, and they actually retake this bomb site without dropping any other player. We now see quite a conservative buy, of course, for the Here4Beer side after losing the first round, but getting the bomb down, this should guarantee a plant, or at least buy for them, in the next round. Even though Larrup is still playing another play as well, with just his pistol bought up in the first round. And now Schmidl spots many players, finds 3, finds 4, he's looking for the ace, is he able to get it? Nope, Shido is stealing it from him. 4 headshots by the man, and 1 by Shido. It's of course a very fast round, as they only bought up pistols. Let's see what they'll actually do on the first buy round. Just like on Here4Beer's CT set, we see actually 2 players in mid quite aggressively. Roku spots at 1, but is not able to connect quite a lot. The boost comes in. Is Xido actually ready for it? No, he is not. Dogu finds his head. GoPro finds Roku. Arshkeeks is getting one from them, but he does not realize he's being chased down, and Jazz finds Arshkeeks. There's only 1 player on the bomb side, and GoPro even connects onto Navarone, quite surprisingly actually, since he had quite a disadvantage in his angle. Even though he's being torched on fire and shot in the face by Schmidl. Swaggather is still taking out the bomb plant, planting for TUHH actually. And now Schmidl is in a 1v3 retake. Schmidl hitting, he's 7-0, but is not able to close this one. Jazz takes him down, tying the game at 9-9. Now we see the CT side with a force-up of 5-7s, 5 sets of them in fact, and body armor. Head armor on most of them, I'm not quite sure why, since Here4Beer has forced up 5 AKs of their own. We see Roku almost being taken down. Swaggather shuts down Shido. Jazz finds Arshkeeks in the middle, even though Marco is being traded, and now the CT side is actually able to retain the rifle. Doku finds another one, and now it's just Schmidl and Navarone left alive to defend this side. They are split, and even though the bomb has not made its way over, Navarone trades with GoPro, with leads, of course, Schmidl, last man alive again in a 1v3. Unable to close it out last time, he's getting a dunk nade to the face. Even though he takes down GoPro, he is not able to deny the plant. Now, no utility left, even though both players of the T side are not able to deploy their utility just yet. They have quite a nice setup here that should guarantee them the round. Or is it? Yes, it is. Crossfire comes in, even though Schmidl takes on Jazz. Swaggather finishes. Here4Beer now in the lead again, but we already see the counter-terrorists forcing up what they can. With Roku on the AWP, 3 sets, now 2 sets of 5-7s, 1 for Mars, and the UMP on Navarone. 1 kit only on Schmidl against the 5 AKs of Here4Beer. Jazz spotting and now connecting onto Roku in mid. Even though they already dropped one of the rifles, which is problematic for the CT side. Dogo removes Shido. Nice pop flash from him. Now splits the defense in half and is able to get a 3 frag onto Navarone, not looking in his direction whatsoever. Jazz finds the head of Schmidl. And now the player on the B-bomb side, Arshkeeks, with his trusty 5-7 is the last one left alive. He's already been spotted and chased by GoPro. And GoPro is able to cross it out. Bomb is being planted, lots of money coming in for the CT side. The T side, I'm sorry. Scoreline should be 9-12 for the CT side, as they only bought up pistols, 2 sets of armor on Shadow and Roku. But already Schmiddle is being removed in mid. Jazz does quite a lot of damage onto Ashkeeks. Grenade shuts him down. Now, Neverone almost gets the better of Dogu and is now being traded out by Roku. Shadow, on the other hand, finds the head of Swaggiver, and Roku with another nice headshot shutting down GoPro, and now it's a 2v2. Body armor on both players, this is actually doable. However, Jazz finds Roku, and that's the rifle taken out of play, and Shadow is quite far away for anything to do. Quite an open bomb plant. Shadow has not picked up a rifle yet, there should be some lying around. Apparently he is still contemplating whether or not to retake this site. Well, he inches forward, but he has to hurry up, check in all his angles, but since he does not have any kit, he now picks up an AK and should save it into the next round. This is actually quite a costly round for Here4Beer, so nice eco by Larrup, even though they are not able to manage the round. As evident now, even just drops. Marco is quite low, so Here4Beer only retains 1 rifle on Marco. Swaggiver, however, upgrading from the AK to the AWP after dying in the last round. And still we see 157 on Schmiddle, who is now upgrading to a rifle, so we've also got 5 rifles on Larrup Gaming. Ashkeeks finds Dogu, and Jazz is still battling in mid. 2 players of the CTs are in fact very low. But no one capitalizes just yet. Schmiddle peeking openly with his 23 HP as the bomb slowly inches towards A. Now dropped in the halls. And we see Jazz shutting down Ashkeeks. Not able to connect onto Schmiddle. And we see the play coming in for the T side. Schmiddle now shifting over towards Heaven. Is he able to shut down this push? He is. As the door opens, Marco drops, but just trades him out. Roku finds the head of GoPro, who was lurking behind in mid. Shadow shuts down Jazz, and now this is all on Swaggiver. Finds the head of Shadow, now is actually able to plant the bomb in a 1v2 situation. Both players coming in from car, but he doesn't know that, of course, and they already pushed up towards Toxic. Got him pincered in. The grenade does not connect significantly, but Swaggiver misses a critical shot. Swaggiver, nice quickscope, but is not able to close it out against Roku. And thus, the counter-terrorists go to a 12-10 scoreline. The defuse is coming in. With only 1 player left alive, the CTs were quite a bit of stripped for cash at the end of the round. Even Schmiddle goes back to the AWP. We've got a P90 on Neverone, and the money is not looking pretty. If they lose this round, they really have quite a problem. Will Schmiddle find anyone in mid? They spotted the boost player. Roku is there to support him, but we do not see the bomb making any moves just yet. They are stacked, however, towards the B side, and with only 1 player to defend it, it could be quite harsh for him in a few seconds. Red Tate's coming in, even though Ashkeeks finds the better of the player on boost. Now open up the vent, as the push is still delayed. Roku is being drilled to death. Even the Neverone with his P90 is able to get one, not able to get any more. Marco trades him out. Actually a failed smoke towards heaven there, as Arschkeeks shuts down Marco, but Jazz trades him out. Schmiddle drops, and now both players are retaking from the same angle. Jazz again trades the T side. Schneider drops, and now they should both the drop. Jazz closes it out, 3k for him. Relatively simple, actually. Sound cues, of course, from the drop from heaven. And now, as I said, the money is in dire straits. To be fair, money is not much better for Here4Beer as well. We see 2 Galeels being picked up. But they still have the far superior buy towards the 5 pistols. Now 4 pistols of Larrup Gaming as Dogo finds 2, pulls out his Glock. Is he able to get actually the third one? He is. Neverone finds 1 on GoPro. But the round should be over, even though Jazz drops to Neverone. Second one for him, but he's the last one alive now. I said open for the taking. Neverone will have to decide if he is going for this, and it looks like he is trying to save his weapon. Neverone now inching towards a position that is better for his exit frags. Will he find any? Swagapper pushes up in mid, checking his corners. If he would have gone towards T-spawn, this could have been problematic for him, but now on the B-bomb side he won't find anyone just yet. Dogu's still looking around. Is he able to find Neverone? He is. Neverone drops 4k for Dogu. And this is a real problem for the counter-terrorists. Larrup now of course on the foul spy. 5-7s are picked up. I expect a rifle on Roku. There it is, an M4 coming out. Neverone and Schmiddle not buying up just yet, as Xaudo takes a little bit of knife damage. Roku drops Dogu in mid, however. This is actually a good start for the terrorists. Even though they only have 1 rifle, 1 SMG and 3 pistols, they still have a 1-player advantage over Larrup Gaming. Jazz spots out the player in mid. If they expect the second one, they won't. Well, they'll certainly now. Arschkeeks is able for 1. And Schmiddle, only on his USP, is pushing up towards A, now clearing it out for his team. However, he should be able to hear it. Actually gets 1 and does solid damage onto the second one, which leaves it in a 2v2 situation. Of course, the T's are still better in terms of HP and in terms of weaponry, as the bomb is being planted safely in the default position on the A side. Jazz flashes out, not actually connecting with anyone just significantly. Has he spotted? He has spotted the player in heaven, and this leaves Neverone, who has been removed by Marco, bringing Here4Beer onto match point. Force up for the counter-terrorists. Larrup with 1 P90, 1 UMP, a 5.7 and a 4 scout against the 5 AKs of Here4Beer, who have been quite successful with this so far. Dogo fended the first one, which should expect the second one to be there, but drops to the P90. GoPro removes Roku from the server, leaving it at now a 2v4 in terms of counter-terrorists, and this is looking quite terrible for them. Marco drops Arschkeeks as Schmiddle is not now finally able to connect onto GoPro. Flashes into heaven. Is he able to close out in 1v3? Bomb is dropped. Gets fired to the feet. Not much chance for him. Utility still comes into heaven, they do not know he dropped down, which may be his only advantage. He's not able to connect onto Swaggiver, and Jazz takes him down with the swing play. This is GG coming in for Larrup Gaming.